Good evening, everybody. Once again, Guns&Glencairns. Tonight we're out here in the dark. It's getting dark pretty early anymore. So, but I wanted to. I've been wanting one of these shotguns. It's a GForce shotgun made in Turkey, imported through a company in Reno, Nevada, and I had one of my distributors looking for it, and he finally got some of them in, and he said, "Hey, you want me to send you one of those?" And I said, "Absolutely." So, what a cool looking gun. That's the only reason I like it and wanted to get one, is because I just thought it was cool. Lever action shotguns aren't something that's real popular, and that's what I'm kind of always interested in, is those things that are just a little different. But anyway, this has a lever, and that opens everything up. It has a chamber up in there that right now it's plugged, and I'll show you later how that plug kind of works. I've never shot this thing yet, so we're going to see how it shoots. I've cycled a couple shells through it just to get used to it a little bit, but I've never done it by shooting any. So I just want to just see how it handles shooting as fast as we can. Maybe we can go to the trap range and shoot trap with this thing someday. But it comes with several different chokes. This is a cylinder bore choke that comes in it, which means I'm pretty sure you can shoot slugs in it. And then it has a couple others that come with it, and I think you can get more that come with it that go full, improved, modified, all that other good stuff. But right now it has the the cylinder choke in there. So I'm just going to I brought some shells, so I'm going to stick a couple up in here. If you're hunting in Wyoming, and I'm sure other places too, with a shotgun, you can only carry 3 shells in the gun. So inside the magazine is a stick or whatever. Somebody put plugs in there, so you can only get 2 in the magazine, and then you'll have 1 in the barrel. So has a safety on there. So colorblind.
It's safe there.
Yep.
Now you're going to fire.
Yep. So this is safe.
Yep.
So it's a right-handed gun. Left-hander guys wouldn't like that. They have to reach through there and push that safety. So plus ejection out the right-hand side. So left-handers would want something totally different than that. But anyway, I'm going to have Colton hang on to this while I put my earmuffs on. And we'll see. We'll just do some cowboy action shooting right here. We're just going to shoot out here. We're not going to shoot any targets tonight. We're not going to pattern it, see how that works. But I just want to see how it cycles and see how bad it kicks, because it's actually a pretty light gun.
Very light.
Probably going to kick a little bit, and that's okay. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to go back in the room now, and we'll talk about this some more. Okay, we're back in here. I just a little want to talk to you a little bit about this thing. So I think with practice, you probably noticed when I shot out there that it maybe seemed a little hard to get that action done. So this baby straight out of the box, haven't done any cleaning or oiling or anything to it. So a little bit of oil on it would probably help a bunch. And then just going and practice with it. That's the first time I've ever done this type of shooting. But anyway, fun. Kicks just like a 12 gauge would. And just make sure it's in that pocket in your shoulder, and I think it's going to be fine. So I wanted to show you. We talked about that on the little plug that goes in there to make it to where you can only get 2 in the magazine and 1 in the barrel. So you're legal to hunt with 3, but for home defense or other stuff, you can have as many as will fit in there. This one will actually hold 5 in the magazine plus 1 in there, so 6. So all you do is pull that baby down, flip that out of there, and there's your little stick that goes in there. So you take that out, put this back on, and now that'll hold 5 shells. we're going to take this apart and put it back in the box, and I'll show you what this baby like comes in a box. The barrel's underneath here, and the shotgun stock and forearm is there. All you have to do is take that nut off, slide everything together, put her back together. It's instructions show you how to do that. And so when you get the box and it comes in, it looks like that short, it's like, hey, I'm missing part of the gun. But no, it's all in there. Okay? By just praying and get into this. So Father, just thank you for this wonderful evening that we've got tonight here in Wyoming. That just thank you so much for these guys that have sacrificed their time away from home just to come spend some time and to get into your word and to learn more, about your way. And even if we are in the Old Testament, we know the Old Testament always points towards the new Messiah coming. And hopefully that you'll just speak to us through the Holy Spirit, that we can relate that from the Old Testament into the New. And what an advantage we have that we have your word in front of us, that we can study it, we can learn from it, and that we can know more on how to live a life pleasing in your sight. So thank you for this time, Father. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 So, I don't care if you want to just read a couple verses, Brian.
Okay. When anyone offers a grain of offering to the Lord, his offering shall be of fine flour, and he shall pour oil on it, and put frankincense on it. He shall bring it to Aaron's sons, the priest, one of whom shall take from it his handful of fine flour and oil with all the frankincense. And the priest shall burn it as a memorial on the altar, an offering made by fire, a sweet aroma to the Lord.
Back to that sweet aroma.
Exactly.
Sweet aroma.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Uh-huh.
The sweet aroma.
So the oil...
Even with the blood offering was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was the fat that made the sweet aroma.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is where, like we said last week, like when you're cooking something on the grill and that fat is sitting there dripping off, that's what you smell. That's that sweet aroma.
Yep.
Makes you hungry.
Yes, it does. Yep.
So this one here, he says, shall be of fine flour. So when you think of fine flour, you're taking that flour and you're filtering it or sifting it or whatever. You're getting all the chaff. You're getting all the crap out of it, is what it amounts to. So it's not going to be just flour. It's fine, the finest flour. And then pour oil on it, so that oil is going to help, I think, kind of hold it together or help it burn maybe a little better and give it more of an aroma. And then when you talk about the frankincense that's on it, frankincense was something that was, I don't know where they found frankincense at, but it was something that when you mixed it in there really created a sweet aroma. But I think that was more imported from where they were, so it came with a cost.
I got you.
It was a costly thing to put that in there. So then when you talk about, he would take a handful of the flour and the oil with all the frankincense. So there's 3 ingredients right there. 3 is a big number in the Bible all the time. Christ died was 3 days and then he was risen. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but it just popped out to me.
Yeah.
The number 3. And it said, so burn it as a memorial on the altar. So that was burned on the altar to provide a sweet aroma. And then I think we'll read on. Go ahead and read verse 3 there, Colton.
The rest of the grain offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is most holy of the offerings to the Lord made by fire. And if you bring as an offering a grain of faring, baked in the oven, it shall be unleavened cakes of fine flour mixed with oil, or unleavened wafers, anointed with oil.
So when we talk about the rest of the grain offering, so he only took a handful of that,
Yeah.
and used it. and the rest of it was given, what's it say there, was given to
Aaron's sons.
and his sons. It is most holy. So those guys didn't have a farm field, you know, the priests and stuff like that. So that was given to them then to live on.
Yeah.
So, so food for them. And then it says, and then you read verse 4,
Yep.
which it shall be unleavened cakes. And we talked about leaven before, haven't we? And yeast.
Yeah.
We talked about that. So if you take one little bit of leaven and put it into something, you know how one little bit of leaven flows through the
Yeah.
whole lump of bread, and it makes the whole bread rise, and it, what would you say, it would like more or less contaminate it?
Oh,
or
yeah.
At least it, you know,
Right.
it affects the whole lump of bread. And so that's, I think, what he's talking about here is to make it unleavened so that it's pure and clean and isn't corrupted by something
Right.
that's going to make it bloat and gloat and give you a big head. Sorry, I'm trying to get over a cold that I caught last week. And then verse 5 says, you know, and so this is like 4 through 10 here, talks about, it's kind of all tied together. So I'll just read 5, 6, 7. You can finish it off
Okay.
till 10 or whatever. But if your offering is a grain offering baked in a pan, it shall be of fine flour, unleavened, mixed with oil. You shall break it into pieces and pour oil on it. It is a grain offering. If your offering is a grain offering baked in a covered pan, it shall be made of fine flour with oil.
You shall bring the grain offering that is made of these things to the Lord. And when it is presented to the priest, he shall bring it to the altar. Then the priest shall take from the grain offering a memorial portion and burn it on the altar. It is an offering made by fire, a sweet aroma to the Lord. And what is left of the offering shall be Aaron's and his sons. It is most holy of the offerings to the Lord made by fire.
So this offering is made at home, so it's not brought to
Right.
the priest or whatever and being made. So what jumped out to me there more than anything, excuse me, was that we can bake stuff in our own kitchen as an offering to the Lord. And it doesn't have to be done,
Yeah.
you know, just anywhere. But
I think that's important to throw out there too. Like that's important to understand is like that you can bake stuff with love and certain ingredients, right? And you can present that to the Lord.
yeah, so do it now.
Yeah.
Do it in your home. You know, when we make bread, I always tell everybody, you know, what does bread mean to you? Several things. Bread. What did Jesus say? I am the living bread. You know, so I always use that when we do communion or the Lord's Supper. You know, that what does the bread represent? Represents Christ's body. You know how he was broken for our sins. It was broken. He was beaten up. He was beyond recognition. You know, and so do you ever eat a piece of bread after you've thought about that, where you don't think about Jesus, and this is his body? Every time I get a loaf of bread out, I think, bread.
So see,
I am the living bread.
I never thought about it that way. Like as a poor kid growing up, right? Like bread was a good filler. So if you look at it that way, what is it good to fill your body with? The body of Christ.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Christ
It's always a reminder.
would be your filler, right? So now that you just said that and kind of putting that together, bread, the body of Christ, fills your body up.
Yeah. That's just one more reminder. You know, that's what I need.
I think that's what we all need. I don't think you can just say that's what you need.
I need constant reminders. You know, because I'm a sinful man.
I think we all are.
Sin just like anybody else.
Yeah.
I did a lot of studying in psychology, and that in high school I wanted to be a psychologist for some reason or another. Still ended up being a farmer, but anyway, one of the things that I studied was suggestive thoughts,
Uh-huh.
and it's crazy what you can make people think of. You can pick out, you can say, when you're brushing your teeth, from now on for several months, you're going to think this. And all you have to do is say, and when they go to brushing their teeth, like,
Yep.
what the
That thought
hell?
pops into their mind, and yeah,
Yeah, it's suggestive thoughts.
yeah.
But that's a very good way to word that. Like I would have never, I don't think I would have broke it down that far to say that. So that's excellent. Okay. No grain offering which you bring to the Lord shall be made with leaven, for you shall burn no leaven nor any honey in any offering to the Lord made by fire.
Yeah, so let's stop there and talk about that a little bit. No
Okay.
offering which you bring to the Lord shall be made with leaven. So anything,
Nor honey.
no honey. So leaven, corruptive.
Mm-hmm.
You put sour. Think of sourdough. Sour. You wouldn't want anything sour. Imitation flavor.
Mm.
And what does honey do?
Flavors it.
Flavors it, makes it sweet.
But see, that's it though. Is like if you were to burn honey. Now this is just me being stupid and simple, right? Is not burning honey gonna smell sweet?
I don't know about. I love the smell of sugar when you put sugar
Oh,
in it. and stuff.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
honey would be, but I think
honey.
the biggest thing with honey, and this is what David Guzik has kind of done some studying on, was that it was done a lot in the pagan rituals.
oh, okay,
So they used honey for everything, and he did not, and God did not want anything to resort back to that pagan.
Didn't want them reminded of.
Yeah. So let's make it
Got
clean.
you.
Let's not add anything into that.
okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So no honey.
Okay. As for the offering of first fruits, you shall offer them to the Lord, but they shall not be burned on the altar for a sweet aroma. And every offering of your grain offering you shall season with salt. You shall not allow the salt of the covenant of your God to be lacking from your grain offering. With all your offerings you shall offer salt.
So I think we're going to talk about the first fruits again,
Okay.
maybe.
Later
So-
on.
Yeah, so I'm going to
we're-
skip
so we're
over verse
taking
12. It
things
talks
with a
about the
grain of
offering of your
salt
first
now.
fruits, which you know what is your first fruits? You know, it's not like we're gonna go out and harvest the whole field, and we're going to take what's good out of it
Right.
and offer that. We're going to go right off the bat, and what we collect first, we're going to give to the Lord.
Right.
And
no matter whether it's the best or worst.
you know, and that's kind of what we're taught when we do the tithing and the offerings in church today, that you give to God 1st. You know, so it kind of goes back to that. But we'll get into that a little.
Well, let me touch on this real quick. So, right here, like if anybody knows hydration of your body, what happens when you sweat a lot all day long? What do you lose?
You lose salt.
There you go. So back then, like they had probably fairly decent quality of water, maybe not 100% quality. Maybe it was perfect
know.
quality. You know, you never know. In order to build those electrolytes back up in your body, what did you need? Salt. And I would have to think that the purest form of salt was probably in this time, right? Like there's certain companies out now that make 100% pure salt, like Redmond's Real Salt and a few other companies. But this hits hard home to me because there's so many companies out right now, like Relight is one of them that actually has Element. LMNT is another one that makes a pure salt hydration drink. To where, like the doctors, if you have high blood pressure, they're sitting there saying, "Oh, you got to limit your salt intake. You can't eat salt. You can't do this, right?" But yet you have hydration companies that have done the scientific research to show that if you put salt back in your body, then it rehydrates your whole system.
I'm pretty sure that the hydration or the in where it is, my daughter's doing it. She does the injections where she puts electrocytes and stuff in your.
Electrolytes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The drips.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of them are
Well,
have salt in it.
that's what's hilarious. So, just to go off on a little bit of a tangent in the middle of this, if you go to the hospital and you have super high blood pressure, what do they put you on right away? What do they want to do? They want to inject. They want to put a drip in
Right.
of saline. Do you know how many milligrams of sodium saline has in one pouch?
A lot.
Yeah, I've never done research on that.
9,000 milligrams in
Wow.
one pouch.
Wow. So get that salt back in you.
Get the salt back in you. But yet you have people saying,
Because that's what retains the
don't
water.
eat salt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you
The
shouldn't
salt
put
makes you retain.
shouldn't put salt on your food because you get enough of it in your.
That's what they claim.
Yeah,
But here it's saying
you need salt.
you need salt. I just thought I
So-
would tie that all together.
Yeah.
It was just really interesting that the Bible's sitting here telling
You
you.
know, I think salt was a form of payment, so that it's expensive. It was a
Yeah.
seasoning,
Yeah.
and salt being pure,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you can relate that back to Jesus. Is the salt was pure,
it's
and what does
still-
salt do when you put it on meat? Preserves it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you put on your jerky and stuff like that? You know, it preserves it. So, pure chemically, or salt chemically is pure.
So you could lay it like this too, Dean. You need salt, right? Which we just discussed. Your body needs salt. Your body also needs Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And just a pinch of salt does a lot.
Yeah.
Which kind of proves that God wanted salt, just a pinch
One
of
little
salt,
grain.
Yeah.
to prove that He
Change
cares about your
everybody.
little problems.
So let me lay this out. Just that pinch of salt is just that pinch of seed of Jesus into somebody that doesn't have it.
Yep.
Look at that. Dang.
Well, one little kernel
Correct.
getting into your system
Yep.
explodes.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
goes everywhere.
Yep.
Well, that's about the leaven too. One little pinch of leaven gets in you and can corrupt your whole body, can corrupt us.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
We've got, so we've got another one. So we have the,
if you were the leaven,
Yeah.
you could corrupt Brian and I.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness I'm not.
Man, I'm hoping you're the salt.
I'm trying to be.
But yeah.
So where does this go along with the old saying, take everything with a grain of salt? Is that
With a grain of
worked in
salt.
here?
Take everything with a grain of salt. I don't know.
I'm thinking it's
Yeah, it's got to be.
based from here somewhere.
I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I got a buddy that he's saying, I take everything with a grain of salt.
Just a little bit of salt
Mm-hmm.
will cure a lot of problems. Preserve, protect, preserve.
Well, it's what made your salami, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's hunting season around here, so we got
Yep.
some deer salami, some moose out there, some cheese. I don't know where the cheese come from, but
Guaranteed you there's salt in it.
yeah. But anyway,
See, and I'm not a salt eater at all. I never have been.
Uh.
There's a few things I'll eat salt on. Sometimes a steak if it's a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
every now and then I'll cut me up some watermelon and put some salt on it.
See,
and
now I'm
everybody's
not a salt eater on food.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot
like, I don't
of
eat
my
salt a
dad-
lot,
I don't eat a lot of it.
but I eat a lot of jerky sometimes and salami. And,
Sometimes I get the craving for it, but
Yeah.
but my brother,
You're the kind of person
My
that's out there
brother-
at the salt block, ain't you? Licking the
Licking
salt
the
block
salt.
once in a while.
take a shot of tequila with some lime on salt.
There you
block.
go.
I just seen that today, and I thought I'm going to do that one of these days. Anyway, my brother, he'll take a whole meal, and just
Yep.
sit there and
My dad covered stuff with salt.
just cover
Yeah.
it to where it was white with salt. My
Then he
mom-
drank lots of water
my
after
mom
that.
would do
Yep.
that after him.
Yep. Good.
Yeah,
You need water in your body.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
Where my turn for 14?
Yes, sir.
If you offer a grain offering of your first fruits to the Lord, you shall offer for the grain offering for your first fruits green heads of grain roasted on the fire, grain beaten from full heads. And you shall put oil on it and lay frankincense on it. It is a grain offering. And then the priest shall burn the memorial portion, part of its beaten grain and part of its oil, with all the frankincense is an offering made by fire to the Lord. So it's done completely different than like with the flour.
Yeah.
And the thing about the first offering, the first fruit, if we go to 1 Corinthians 15:20, and it says, "But now Christ is risen from the dead and has become the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep." So Christ is the first fruits to us.
I missed it somewhere.
Which number, Dean?
Yeah, it's 1 Corinthians 15:20.
15. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Got it.
Romans and then Corinthians. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans. How's that go? Acts, Romans. Yeah, and then Corinthians.
So what is that saying then when it says that? But now Christ is risen from the dead and has become the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep.
So he's going to be the first one
Where are we at?
when they wake up.
15:20.
1 Corinthians 15:20. That's just going back to talking about the first fruits when they did the first fruits grain offering.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of cool that tied that together. That here we
Yeah.
have the grain offering as the first fruits. That's the first ones you bring to them, and it's done different than with the flour. And here Christ is our first fruit
Yep.
for those who have fallen asleep. But so there's kind of four things that you can kind of take out of that Leviticus deal, and then that being the grain offering was precious and was anointed with oil, and Jesus was God's only Son,
Right.
very precious to God,
Right.
and he was anointed.
Yeah.
And then you have the unleavened bread that was full of sin, I guess you'd kind of call it. And here you have Jesus that was sinless. So no sin found in him at all. The seasonings, the salt, the frankincense, that was precious. And was for what am I looking for? The word to keep it, curing it, preserve.
Preserve. Yeah. I was
Preservation.
going to say perseverance too, but that's not it.
Preservation. And what is Jesus to us? If we accept him in it, he's preserving us. He's protecting us. He's the salt of our life.
Yep.
He's curing us.
Yep.
He's making us pure. And then the first fruits. Jesus is the perfect grain. He is the bread of life.
Agreed with that.
Yeah. So the first fruit offering. So one thing I think we just need to remember from this is if it's a grain offering of thanksgiving and gratitude, then that's what we need to do. We need to give thanks for everything and be grateful for
Absolutely.
everything that God has given us. So.
And it's easy to become ungrateful real quick.
And be grateful for some of the things that he didn't.
Yeah. So, anyway, I thought we might go through this pretty fast, getting through these offerings. But I think there was a lot in that,
Yeah.
the grain offering. So next week, if we're all can get together,
Yeah.
we're going to go through the peace offering, which I haven't done a lot of studying on that again, but I think it's going to contradict some of the stuff we did in the grain offering, but it does it for a reason. So that'll be a good one to tune in on
Yeah.
and see what we find out.
For sure.
About
Yeah.
the peace offering.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to talk about doing leavened bread in there. So we'll see what we come up with there. But anyway, very good study, guys. I'm hoping that whoever has told us to review the book of Leviticus, we're doing them okay.
Right? Vanna White.
What you got there, Colton?
Well, that appears to be some Horse Soldier Barrel Strength Reserve. Of course, we've had the other two Horse Soldiers on here, and we all thought it was a good idea to go on down the line with Horse Soldier because we love the story, we love the origin of the bourbon, and we thought it'd be really cool to explore the line, and hopefully someday we can get that top dog bottle, a $600 bottle of Horse Soldier, and give it a try. If we play our cards right, maybe we can get down there to their distillery and
That would be a good little
do a tour. Yeah.
Be a good little trip. I've been in several stores, and I do know there is a few stores that have some high dollar horse soldier.
I've just seen the bottom three.
This bottle here is roughly. This is the more expensive of all the three that we've done.
Yep.
And so around the $100 range.
Yeah.
We don't know age.
There's still nothing on there.
No, there's nothing on the label. Did you forget to open your mouth when you took a whiff of that?
She's a little more stout, sir.
Yeah.
It's barrel strength. This one's coming in at 117.2 proof.
117.2 proof, so.
You know, drink that last little bit that's in there. We don't want no contaminations.
Yeah. Yeah, get that dug out of there.
Spit in there and shake it out.
So far, Horse Soldier has been a very good review.
Yes.
It's been
Yes.
been one of the best
It's
whiskeys.
been very well accepted.
It has been, yeah. As you can see, what
Yeah.
do we got here? It's made number one.
Yeah.
And then we're down
Two's
into.
gone.
Once you get past the old Mags and Company, there must have been a bottle there. Duke was there.
Duke was there. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I took the
So
Duke
there-
home.
So the other Horse Soldier's down there, number 4,
Yep.
and
Will this one take over the new number 1?
I don't know.
Man, it's got a good nose on it when you smell it through the glass, though.
So remember, people, when you do that, keep your mouth open.
She's
That way
stout.
you don't take a full
Right.
shot through the nose. Keep your mouth open when you smell.
Yep.
You want to smell whiskey
You
about,
wanna
about
breathe-
3 times.
Breathe in with your mouth as you're breathing in with your nose, though,
Accentuate-
because
accentuates
if
it.
you just sit there like a goober and hang your jaw open and still smell just through your nose, ain't nothing good gonna come of it.
Yeah, when you're smelling it right, you should smell it back behind.
I gotta tell you right now,
Cool. That's pretty tasty.
for 117 proof,
You don't feel that much burn.
No,
that is super
not near
smooth.
as much burn as the.
Blind Man's Bluff.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Yeah.
We have never. I don't
Have we
think
never
we.
reviewed the
We've
Blind
never
Man's Bluff?
reviewed the Blind Man's Bluff. We're gonna
No.
need a. I think after we drink this and we rate this, we need to pour a glass of that, and then I want you to tell the story of that.
You want to do that tonight?
Yeah. We got lots of time. Man, this is a. That's
Yeah,
a.
That's pretty fancy.
What's your thoughts, Dean? Like, I see you over there smacking your lips and
Well, I'm trying to pull off the litmus paper test. What am I tasting?
right.
I've ate too many jalapenos in my day.
The legs on it are
Yeah,
just
that's
about
what I was noticing
beautiful.
was the legs on there. That
Mercy. Man, I mean, I don't.
I'm getting a little bit of caramel
Oh yeah.
on there.
You can definitely. It's a sweet. You
Caramel and vanilla, even maybe.
very little bit of vanilla. Like I'm talking like minute. That's good.
It is.
I'd say that I'm going to go out on a whim here and say that's worth every
Penny.
every worth penny. It's worth every penny, worth every dollar, worth $100. However you want to label it.
And that's the thing about whiskey. If you just use it as a sipping whiskey, if you
Yes.
find a good whiskey like that, and you pour you a couple ounces
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like that, and you can enjoy the aroma through your nose.
for sure.
And then you just sip it.
Yeah.
And you sit back and enjoy that
Just
flavor
a little bit at a time is enough.
for a couple minutes. That
The
could last.
The shot
That would
days
last.
are over.
Yeah. Well, that's the big thing, isn't it? Like back in the day when we were all younger idiot kids, it was always shoot the whiskey, do this, do that.
Because you was going for the effect.
Correct, yeah. And if you're going for as more of a sophisticated gentleman, you are looking, joking aside, you're looking for that flavor.
Yeah, absolutely.
The flavor profile that you can actually, like if your wife enjoys a glass of wine, I'm not a big wine guy, I gotta tell you. I hate wine. Absolutely hate it.
I can drink a little bit of wine every now and then, but it's got to be the right wine.
But like, the wife will pour herself a glass of wine. I went and bought a bottle of Horse Soldier the other weekend, and I was like, if you're gonna drink wine, I'll drink a glass of whiskey with you, and we'll just sit and enjoy each other's company and talk.
Yeah.
But that's what it's about when you get older. It's not about getting hammered,
Well, even
wasted
the Bible
on
talks
shot.
about
Yeah.
that. Drink alcohol in moderation and use it. And I always go back to sometimes whiskey. I think helps cleanse your body. Mm-hmm. Timothy was told to do that when he was sick, and I think it was Paul told him, go why don't you drink some wine or something.
I remember that.
Maybe that would help your belly or help your gut or I don't know what he said in the Bible. But, help your innards. He was sick boy. Drink some alcohol, cleanse yourself out a little bit. And I have to think that whiskey kind of has a medicinal value to it, but don't overdo it.
Right. Oh yeah, you drink 3-4 glasses of that, you're gonna be.
And this could be easily done.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, especially with this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You could overdo this really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to save the bottle,
Yeah.
it's $100 bottle, so
Right. Exactly.
you don't want to drink that all one night.
No.
My buddy and I were
Spread it
sitting at
out.
my house one night, sipping I think we were sipping Duke actually, or that or smoke wagon or something. And the kids all came in and they grabbed that bottle. And I said, I said, the Jim Beam's over there. What do you mean, Jim Beam? I said, I know what you're going to do with it. You're not chugging my good whiskey. If you want to chug it, there's all kinds
there's
of Jim
there's
Beam.
cheap stuff out there.
Right. Now, when he says kids, he means younger.
Younger than me, kids.
Yeah.
In their 30s and
Let's reiterate that.
30s and even 40s now.
This though is very enjoyable.
I would put that on a top shelf flavor to it myself. Like that's the type of whiskey that you take up if you're hunting and you shoot that big bull that you've been after for 2-3 years and you get him down. You sit back after you get done carrying all that meat and you have a couple glasses and just enjoy the moment.
Yeah, the first couple drinks of that, this wasn't that strong at all
No.
to begin with.
No.
And it takes about 3 little sips
Yep.
to burn the tongue, and then you'll start experiencing those flavors. But after those first 3 sips,
Yeah.
man, that stuff is so smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, there's after you drink the 3 drinks, there's no more burn anywhere. It's a nice not that there was a big burn to begin with.
No.
With this, like the first drink, I mean there was a little bit of heat to it. But it's a smooth.
Tell you what, I sure hope that when the Horse Soldier sales increase so much because of our podcast
Right.
and our review on this,
Right.
that they would recognize us a little bit, maybe send us that $600 bottle of.
No, or an invite to their distillery or
Yeah.
something. Like, we'd love to come down there. Are you kidding me? I'll take time out of work to go down there and tour that.
I bet the wives would even go with us.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
I think that's where we're going for our 40th next year. Is I think we're going to go down Bourbon tour and go see the Ark, and
The Ark is so cool.
we're gonna.
Make sure you have time. Don't take grandkids with you. Grandkids set the pace.
Yeah, this will be an all adult. We got several friends.
I need to go back.
And they're all
I need to
gonna
go back
with
to
us.
the Ark. The Ark and there's a museum there.
Oh, so this is
Can't remember the
distilled
name
in
of the museum. You need to go
Ohio,
to both of them.
but it's handmade and bottled by Horse Soldier Bourbon in Bardstown, Kentucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was in Bardstown.
But it says distilled in Ohio.
Well, we're gonna have to get a hold of Horse Soldier and see where we exactly need to
I
go.
think so.
See what
Yep.
process is what process.
Because I really like. I've been telling a lot of people about Horse Soldier, and there's been a lot of people that's trying to find them down in Alabama and Mississippi, and
Oh, really?
yep. So, but if you're having like a group of your friends over and you want to impress them with a whiskey, this would do it. Like they're gonna think that this is probably a couple $100 bottle of whiskey with the way that it tastes and the flavor of it and the smoothness of it, and then you tell them, hey, this is
just a Horse Soldier.
This is just a Horse Soldier bottle, and they make a really good product.
So you guys have heard of the movie 12 Strong? That's where this come from.
Yep.
And if anybody has not watched that movie, I just now watched it just within the last 2 weeks. 12 Strong, about the horse soldiers going into Afghanistan.
And you liked it?
Oh, absolutely. That was it. I mean, I usually when I watch a movie, 10, 15 minutes into it, I'm napping.
Not this one?
Not this one.
Huh.
No, I was into that the whole time, and so go watch 12 Strong. It's about the horse soldiers, and when they come out of that, that's who started this whiskey.
Yep.
Was some of those guys that were on that team going into Afghanistan. Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. They never lost a man.
No.
I mean, there was a lot of death. There was a lot of bloodshed there.
Yep.
But out of those 12 horse soldiers, one got wounded pretty bad. But other than that, I mean, they all came out of that. They all came back home. What a great victory. Going against the odds that they said they never went against. And they even thought that at one time they would not come home.
Really?
So, yeah, I highly recommend watching that movie. So cool.
Well, congratulations to them for making such an amazing.
Man, absolutely. You know, you don't hear about it.
No.
Right.
No, I never had heard about it.
What a
I'd
great,
seen it, but I had no idea what it was.
what a great victory they had. And they were just so humble.
Yeah.
And they went and did their job, wanted to do that,
Yeah.
knowing that they might die, not come home. And they changed history.
Yeah.
They shut down. They shut down that whole valley of Hamas or whoever it was
Right.
up in there. But, anyway, hey, let's. Are we done with the gun? We already talked about
Yeah,
the gun.
we're done with the gun.
So we're done tonight.
Well, we gotta finish this, and then pour a little bit of your blind man's bluff. And
Oh,
I
we're gonna
really
do
want
blind
that
man's
story.
bluff.
I really want that story out there.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool
pretty
story, and it's. I'm not gonna say anything else until we break that bottle out. I mean, it is only 8:30.
Man, we're on top of it tonight.
Cruising
Yes.
along.
Yep.
And I thought I was holding things up.
No, you're fine. Well, you're fine. We already did we already shot the gun. Well, Dean shot the gun and appears to use a little bit. Could use a little oil.
Yeah, so it's fresh out of the box.
Yeah.
And wanted just to see how fast it would. And it hung up on me the first time.
Yeah, it did. It got a little sticky, and he had to.
But I think just a little oil.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Throw
what
some
it
CLP in there.
Throw some rounds through it. Everything broke free.
That thing came with 3 different chokes.
And there's 6 available, right?
I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what the chart said, huh? Yeah.
And who makes it?
GForce out of Turkey.
Oh, okay.
They got a pistol out there that I think that we need to bring in.
I'm going to bring one of those in, and we're
And-
going to review it. I've heard some bad reviews on it, but I'm like, I
Well-
need to see that for myself.
Yeah.
It's a reasonably priced handgun for people that are on a budget.
By reasonably priced, he's talking under 300.
Under $300 for a 9mm pistol, semi-auto.
There's a lot of people out there because the Gen 3 Glock, the patent has expired. So a lot that's where that pistol came from that Dean's talking about right now, and that's all based off the Gen 3 Glock 19. And there's a lot of companies right now like Ross Martin and the Shadow Systems. You've heard of, or is it Shadow Systems? I think so.
That
The
sounds-
MCR9 or something like that.
Sounds familiar.
That's what they're basing their. It's turned out to be a high-end pistol now. And because they did it so much better than Glock did, they got a better trigger right out of the factory. They got better sights right out, like everything. And yeah, there's a lot of people that run those pistols because the one, well, you can buy one at is it Murdoch's here in Cheyenne or Sportsman? I think Murdoch's, and it's like $920 now. And when it first came out, it was only like $520. But the demand hit so hard because they did things the right way that it blew up, man.
Everybody wanted one. Well, hopefully they didn't speed up production and screw it up then.
Not saying that Glock's a bad pistol in all reality. I mean, they're very durable.
Right.
I mean, you can beat the heck out of a Glock and it'll
Or just a
still fire.
high point on.
They're way better than any
Steroids.
high point.
on a
No, I don't know.
diet.
I think you can grade the road to the high point and you'd be
High
fine.
point on the diet.
I don't. You know what? You keep saying that. Why don't you go ahead and order that high point and we'll get it in and see what it does.
I need one of those for my bear gun.
I got 3 of the older ones. That I don't know about the new
I had a
ones.
high point C9 I had problems with. Had to send it in and get it fixed. And
But the-
same thing was the loading
Wouldn't feed.
wouldn't feed.
Yep.
Yep. That's got to be the nightmare of every pistol manufacturer is getting that baby to feed. To feed right.
And see, I've heard that it depends on
Getting
ammo.
getting the ramp just exactly the right
Yep.
to go into the.
And that's another thing. Like I only have very.
I know why they make the barrels tip up now.
Yep.
When the slide comes back, the barrel tips up, the bullet goes in,
Right.
it comes back down.
You know what's
Otherwise,
crazy
it'd never
is
go in.
if you watch how fast that cycles. Like you get some of those race guns, like the staccatos and stuff like that are da 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 da. You can just pull it as fast as you can. You never see that barrel do any of that. It's just
They don't make a fast enough camera to.
no. Well, they do, but it's
I'm sure
like
they could slow it
50
down,
to.
but-
Well, you guys ever heard of Grand Thumb?
I can't say that I have.
He's a big gun tuber, and he went and bought like I think it was a super expensive camera, and it can slow down so much that I believe he said, don't quote me because I don't remember that well, but it's something like 60 frames a second. It blows anything that's even close to our budget out of the water
Oh,
by
yeah,
so
that's
much
crazy.
because I think it's something like $100,000 camera that he went and spent money on. And he slowed it down so much to where when he's shooting, because he buys those gel skeletons that you can get with the like plastic bones and stuff in them and the
wow.
blood and
Yeah.
everything. And he'll do like to test ammunition, right? And he can slow it down so much that he can see when the bullet enters the body cavity and then starts to mushroom. Or if it's a big enough caliber, it just straight through. But the 9mm will actually pedal out and you can see the bullet like pedal out, break ribs and everything, and it's nuts.
Ha,
It is nuts.
that's cool. You know what I saw in Gunbroker a couple nights ago when I was on there searching?
Gunbroker's dangerous.
A Glock 18.
I don't know what that is. Explain.
It's not allowed in the United States without some very special permits.
Like level 3?
Fully automatic.
Yeah, level 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Dean were just talking about level 3 just the other day.
We need to. So we're on the range.
$3,800.
We need to thank some of our sponsors.
We do need to thank some of our sponsors.
We have Mags and Company. Oh man, that's still full of ammo.
Yes, sir.
We need to do some more shooting on the range, lighting that can up.
Yep. You know what? I will test that whole can of ammo through that pistol.
The GForce pistol?
Nope, the other one. The
High
the
Point.
Shield X. The Shield X. I will take that whole can and I will blow it through that Shield X.
Now that was funny.
When I buy it. You notice how I didn't even respond to that?
I do have a High Point 9 that you could try it.
So do I.
I'll tell you what, if there's any guns you got that you want me to go through and actually like test 100 or 200 rounds.
So I did a full clean on my Kel-Tec. Remember, it wouldn't shoot.
Yeah.
I had to,
and now it works just fine?
well, no, I haven't tried it yet, but I did it. But I went through and did a full clean on it, and I oiled that baby up, and because I couldn't get the slide to even work on that thing.
How much junk did you find inside
There was a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
And so we had a little oil to her. And I got a full clean done on it. But that thing is such a pain in the butt.
I watched videos on it because when I texted you, do you want me to try to clean your Kel-Tec? Like I had watched videos on it, so I knew how to do it.
It's getting that pin back in. You have to make sure that pin goes back in the exact right place to make that thing work. And I'm like, I tried it the first. I couldn't get the pin to go in the first time. I tried to get it back in, and I'm like, it's got to work. And so I fought with it a little more, and I finally got it right. But that's why I don't like cleaning that thing that much, is that pin going back in there.
So let me ask you this. How many years do you think it has been since you cleaned it?
Oh, it's only been a year. But, you know, I roll around in the dirt.
I know you do, yeah.
And everything. And
it stays on your hip.
Yeah, it stays on my hip all the time. It's my just gun that I carry.
You could say it's
a beater.
You could say it's your ranching gun.
It's my
your everything gun.
Yeah. If I'm out and I see a staple that's loose on the fence, use that gun for your hammer.
Take that clip out first.
Yep.
So.
Well, I thought that was the High Points were for
that. You know, I think they would work well for that also.
You know, all jokes aside, I've heard really good reviews of the 10 mil High Point, and I think I understand why.
I don't know. I didn't even know that made it.
I'm gonna order one in.
They just started like a year ago. Yeah, they just started making them
I just want a gun I can carry on my hip or my boot or
maybe
wherever.
2 years ago.
And just go through the mountains, go through the snow, go through the creeks. It's non-expensive,
right?
But they work.
Do you know? I figured out why they work so good. Like the 10 mil High Points, I figured out why. Because the 10 mil has enough blowback pressure on that slide that it makes it cycle. Because they're a blowback design, right? Like every single time they're a blowback design, and they're high enough pressure that they eject that slide every single time. Because I've heard that even the 10 mil carbines that High Point makes are really, like all the carbines I've ever heard of, and I've watched reviews on several of them, the High Point carbines, I was told the best thing you could do is wrap them in a plastic bag, bury them until you need them, and then pull them out, put a round in them, just go to town with them.
I got a couple High Points, carbines over there.
Do you?
45 and a 9.
Yep.
9mm. I've got 2 of them over there.
And I was told,
we can review those sometime.
I was told that as long as you do not put an aftermarket magazine in them, they'll cycle perfectly. As soon as you put an aftermarket magazine, they'll start hanging up.
Having problems.
So you need actual High Point magazines.
Not angled exactly right or something.
The problem with High Point is they're just so bulky.
Yeah.
The pistols are, yes.
Yeah. You know, and I had this
pistol whipped with one of those.
I had this gal that was on a budget.
And she wanted to buy Mike Tyson.
Yeah, she wanted to buy a concealed carry gun, but she's on a budget, and she's ordered a High Point in, and I'm like, good grief, girl.
Ugh.
You're so small, and how are you going to conceal this big old thing? You know, but
Like
I think she is.
Like not nowadays, if you're on a budget, I believe it's the Ruger EC9S or just the EC9 it holds 7 rounds, right? There's no like the sights are cut into the slide on the EC9s. They're so small, I can only grip it with one finger. Because I had a buddy that had one, and I was like, "Hey, let me shoot that thing real quick," because I was thinking about buying one because they were under $200. And he handed it over, and I was like, oh, okay, fine. And I gripped it with my one finger, and wrapped the other ones around the bottom and shot it. It's super snappy in a 9mm because it's only this big. But if you're a little itty bitty woman, that EC9 would be perfect because it's so small, it's so lightweight, and it's a Ruger. So Ruger's gonna work 10 out of 10 times. Unlike a high point, right? Like
No. I think high points work well.
really. I hear the sarcasm, sir.
No, we gotta do some reviews. So I guess what I need to do is order in a 10mm,
Yeah.
and I'll go grade the road with it. I'll tie it onto my
There you go.
bumper, and I'll drag it up. and
We
down
could
the
do an
road.
actual torture test,
Yeah.
but it's gonna have to be filmed during the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets
You
dark too
might see
early.
some sparks at nighttime.
What?
Right. If we had loaded, maybe there'd be some.
Big sparks.
There was big fire coming out of the end of that shotgun earlier. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's on the video. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
That's why my wife likes shooting my 460 Smith & Wesson. Because of the fire that blows out.
Yeah. I got a little Savage 9 that has ported on the end of the barrel, and that.
That's unusual. Sirens.
That's an ambulance that's on the highway.
Or grass fire, haystack again or something.
Whose was that?
We got some. That was in Hillsdale.
Oh, let's go back to our sponsors.
Oh yeah. So thank you to our sponsors. We have. This is a full. I don't know how many rounds is in this. 9mm.
250.
Mags and Company. They help us out here on the range, and provide ammunition for us for what they manufacture.
Correct. Yeah.
For what we have, but this is the cans that they have. You can get on magsandcompany.com and order their ammunition in a can. And
That's sealed.
Ryan talked about this
Yeah.
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last episode.
Yeah, the last episode. So episode number 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ryan talked about the ammo that's in the can
Completely
and how well
sealed.
it stays. Completely sealed. Yeah, it can last forever.
This one's not, but
But this one we used.
we used.
But the cool
18
thing about
rounds
this is you take the label off, and then you have another label.
Yeah.
And you'll have to zoom in on this probably.
pinto beans.
But this is pinto beans, yeah. So different calibers have different labels, and you
So
put
can
them on
conceal them.
put them on your shelf, and
Yep.
you
They're
can-
great for prepping.
Yeah, and you read the ingredients, and it tells you all about
Yep.
the ammo that's in the can. So hideable ammo in your
Yes.
pantry. And another sponsor we have is On the Range. We're trying to get this built up. Here we are kind of in the classroom area right now of On the Range. And we have a little gun shop behind us. And we're still in progress of getting a building built out here for a kind of a little event center.
Yep.
We'll have bathrooms then and a kitchen. So hopefully we got some progress happening there. And hopefully we can eventually get into doing a indoor pistol range
Yeah.
here. But we do have an outdoor range right now. And possibility that we'll have up to 4 shotgun traps.
Awesome.
And we'll have a 200-yard rifle range and a 400-yard rifle range, and then we'll have a couple outdoor pistol ranges. So, On the Range is a good sponsor of ours, and we'll keep you posted on the update of that. We're trying to get a website built for On the Range
Yep.
right now, and on that website, you will be able to buy memberships to our range. You'll be able to log in and look at lots of anything sports related. Firearms, a lot of firearms on it. You can order them, send them to us. We'll do the transfers. We'll, we hope to be able to have it to where you can come here and actually shoot a handgun or a rifle or a shotgun before you actually purchase it.
Before you decide whether it's
Yeah,
right or
we
not.
want you to shoot the gun before you buy it. Make sure it fits. Make sure it's something you want. Don't want you to, a lot of people, a lot of husbands especially think, oh, my wife needs this 38 special revolver for her concealed carry gun, and when they come and try to shoot it, they hate that gun.
Yeah.
A 38 special is a pretty big gun, especially when it's aluminum or titanium frame.
Yeah.
And the snub nose.
Yeah. Really lightweight.
Yeah.
And man, that thing packs a wallop. And women hate it. So it's good. I hope we can be able to educate people. When they come, they can shoot the firearm before they buy. So thank you for Mags and Company.
Yep.
And On the Range.
And On the Range, absolutely.
For helping us out.
Right here
and,
in Pine Bluffs, Wyoming.
Yep.
Little old Pine Bluffs. You don't have to go to the big city.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, let's do the whiskey rating on this one, our rating score on this one, and then if while you're over there, if you can grab that bottle of Blind Man's Bluff, I will gladly take it up there and show everybody what we're going to be talking about next. Do my best of Vanna White here.
You can take one of those, Brian, if you want one.
I've got 2 of them. Those are the ones from Pete's.
Yeah.
Funeral.
Also, another thing, if anybody on the podcast wants a Bible,
Absolutely.
Yes.
We will make sure we get them a Bible. A cool thing about our Bibles, when we send them out to you, we'll send you a Bible, and in it, if you're a beginner in the Holy Bible, we have steps in here that will take you kind of through the beginning of the Bible. How do you read a Bible?
Beginning of a relationship.
So we have these tracked up, what we call tracked. And every Bible comes with these little tracks in there. Something we put in there ourselves. The first one says, step 1, believe that Christ died for you on the cross to pay for your sin and rose again. 1 Corinthians 15:3-4. We have that highlighted in here. And you can read that. You can go to step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. And then step 6, it's not really a step, it's just assurance. You can know. 1 John 5:11-13. And this is the testimony that God has given, that He has given you eternal life. And those who have the Son have life. If you do not have the Son, you do not have life. But just believe in that. Once you make that commitment, and you believe that you have God in your life, then you know you will have eternal life. So if anybody needs a Bible, man, we'd be so happy.
yeah,
Send them out. Give us your address in the comments,
Absolutely.
and we're gonna make sure you get one. What was you gonna say?
or just if you want to email us at godgunsandglencairns@gmail.com, and we will gladly get you a Bible there too if you don't feel comfortable putting your address in the comments.
However it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Or just say, I want one, and I will gladly try to find you on any social media and get with you.
Yeah, we have Bibles in stock, and we're ready to send them out. There's no better book in the world right now than the Bible. It's increased its sales.
And it's always been number 1 seller.
Always been number one, the number one seller.
Never ever been anything surpass it.
And tell your friends, subscribe. Let's try to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year if we can.
That'd be a good goal to reach.
That would be awesome.
Share it, guys.
Yep.
We love getting together, and it's you guys out there that keep commenting back to us and giving us the inspiration to continue to do this. We don't want to get burned out. That's one of our prayers. Is that we would not get burned out
Yeah.
on this. It's so exciting, and the reason we are excited about doing it is because we have followers.
Yes.
And not that we are good leaders.
No.
But
Learn with us.
We just appreciate, everybody that follows us and watches us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the encouragement to us.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yep. And like we've said before, if there's another gun that you want us to review, we can do what we can to get it in and go over it, and
Or even a whiskey if it's affordable.
or even a whiskey, if it's affordable.
And if it's not, you want to send it to us? Yeah,
We'll review it.
We'll
Yeah.
review it.
Yeah.
and we're going to go through Leviticus. That's going to take us a little while to get through that.
Yep.
But if you have a certain Bible chapter you want us to
Absolutely.
go through or something,
Or if you have a question, put a question in the comments, and we will gladly
try
go
to find
over
an answer
it.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're not the smartest or nothing, but
We're just a bunch of guys that get together and have fun, spreading God's word.
That's
We are all believers. We believe in
Yep.
God, and
we
we
believe
have found peace
yes.
with God,
Yeah, and we believe in protecting ourselves.
and we believe in protecting ourselves, and we believe in relaxing
Yep.
and enjoying good whiskey.
And we also believe in education to others.
Absolutely.
I mean, the whole gun thing, that's more towards education. The whiskey thing is the enjoyment and the relaxing, and
And
you
we
know,
don't mix
honestly,
the two.
No, we do not. And honestly, you could go to the whiskey as education too, because how many people know about Pine Bluffs Distilling or Horse Soldier or Cattleman's Club Bourbon? Like how,
Absolutely.
Or how many people only know how to shoot whiskey?
exactly? Yes.
Instead of enjoying
it.
the finer
Enjoy
parts
whiskey.
of finer whiskey.
Do you know how many of these whiskeys would go great with a good cigar?
Now, I'm not
Is there such
really
thing as a
much
great cigar?
There
a
is.
cigar fan.
And I could honestly bring them, and you'd love it.
I actually like a cigar. I just don't like the next day when I have to scrape it off of my tongue.
Yeah.
But
I'll smoke a pipe.
that being
Like
said,
anybody's business. I love smoking a pipe.
yeah, subscribe. Tell your friends. Would really like to try to get to that 200 mark by
End of the year would be
January.
cool.
Yeah. Yep. The more the merrier. Let's grow this community, and
Don't be afraid to comment back on
No,
what you want
please
us to
comment.
cover. We would love to
Please
do
comment.
that, as opposed to trying to come up with our own stuff.
yeah, yep,
If we can answer questions of people out there, that's what we're all
yes,
about.
yep.
Is and like Colton said, just people need educated about guns. Guns don't hurt
No,
anybody.
it doesn't matter. Even if it's a Sig P320, slap that thing on the table. It ain't never gonna pull the trigger itself.
Absolutely.
It takes the wrong kind of human to pull that trigger.
Yeah.
But to the whiskey review.
Or the right person in the wrong, in a
Correct.
bad
Yeah.
situation.
Dean, what'd you think about the Horse Soldier Reserve?
Was
Let me ask you this: was it worth the anticipation to this bottle?
Well,
Because I know I've been very excited about this bottle for the last couple of weeks.
I have too, especially since we skipped last week. I was like,
Yep, yep, me too.
Yeah. It's like, we're not doing that. No, I gotta wait.
gotta
a
wait till
week.
next week.
Yeah,
So anyway, I went elk hunting yesterday. Left
Yep.
and went to the mountains, a couple hundred miles away. No, not a couple hours away.
yeah.
And Colton said, "Hey, we can do the podcast without you, Dean." But I said, "No, I ain't letting you open up that bottle of Horse Soldier." Me being there, so I drove back home.
We still might be here tomorrow morning.
I drove back home tonight so that I could be a part of this Horse Soldier deal.
Yep.
But just such an enjoyable whiskey.
It is.
It's as with all whiskey, like we said before. The first couple of sips are going to burn your tongue. They're going to be a little nasty, but get to the third one.
And if they don't, they're probably not going to be good enough to take the third
right.
drink.
Yeah, like the George Dickel.
But the third, fourth, and however many others
Yeah.
it took, that is a very well received whiskey.
It's a
Yeah,
well-rounded whiskey.
From the very beginning. Yeah, there's no...
From the high proof that it is, you know, it's crazy that,
Yeah, I would have never guessed it was 170.
that you don't get that burn. Yeah.
No.
So, you know, well, I wish we had an age statement on it
Yeah, that would be good.
so that we would know a little more. This here's 4.
It's darker than that.
Yeah, so I'm guessing we're above 4.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I'm guessing we're 7 or 8.
I was gonna say I would bet this one right here is close to 8 or 9, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it's up in the air. Flip a coin.
Yeah, I'll bet it's for sure over 7.
Horse soldier, let us know.
Yeah, give us some...
Give us some more. Educate us,
Info.
man. But I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
It. I would say it was probably one of my best.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, I'm just.
Yeah, for the guys that haven't been leaving room for upper...
right,
They're
right.
going to have a hard time scoring whiskey like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's gonna be... They're going to have
Yep.
to say 10 because they
And
don't have nothing...
I'm one of them. I'm one of them guys because I haven't. I'll be honest. I have not had a lot of higher class whiskeys, or I'll say top shelf whiskeys. About my favorite one so far has been the Gold Horse Soldier, which, if you go by Olympics, right, like it's gold should be the highest one. However, this one definitely takes
No.
the cake over that one.
I'll tell you where I rated that one.
Oh, don't tell me yet.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know yet. Nope. You know, you were going along through the sponsors and saying thank you earlier. I want to have a big thank you to you for this whole thing that we got
Yes,
going on and
absolutely.
where we are at. This is Dean's building. This is on the range. This is going to be a classroom, but we're lucky enough that that we get to. This is pretty much the Guns and Glencairns headquarters.
That's what we're going to call it, right?
Yep, that's
Headquarters.
it. Yep, this is an extremely awesome place to be able to film a podcast at and to be able to sit in and enjoy what we're doing here today.
You know, it's my pleasure, Colton,
Well, thank you, Dean.
to do this. It's I've always wanted. You know, my dream is to.
I know your dream.
You know my dream.
You've told me your dream.
I want to build this building out here next to this that ties into this building, ties into our little gun store,
There you go,
and
Dean.
my dream is to just have a place where people can come and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Especially if they like firearms or shooting type stuff, you know. Target shooting is such a great recreational event.
Not only
that's-
that,
that's fun.
Well, and everybody can do it.
Yeah.
I'd say
You don't have to have a hunting license. You don't...
I would almost go therapeutic.
Yeah.
Like what is honestly a better therapy than shooting 100 clays?
Absolutely.
Or going with your kids and shooting targets for an hour. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that can honestly bring you closer as a family than going out and having fun shooting stuff.
Yeah.
And even if it's a BB gun, it doesn't have to
Absolutely.
be nothing or a 22. Like it you know, turn it into a game. It's a fun time to go out and shoot stuff.
Anyway, I hope we can just get this place built. It's my dream to make it happen. And I'm on such a strict budget right now that it's going to take some time. If I have to do it myself, it may take a lot of time.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've got just such a great, especially this group, you know, of
And this group has grown.
just brothers that take care of brothers.
Yeah.
You know, and if there's any time that somebody can share their love,
Yeah.
they will do it.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know where it's going to go, but the quotes I've been getting for this building have not been within my budget.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the price of stuff is just
Oh, yeah.
so high anymore.
It's ridiculous.
And it's not that they're out of line,
Yeah, yeah.
No,
but
they're right there with everything else.
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Same
that I don't
percentage
know.
of increase, but
So I'm just going to keep praying about that
There you
and
go.
see if I can just make it work somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, friends is what makes it happen.
Absolutely.
To keep that friendship. So.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you went high, Colton.
I didn't go that high, Dean. I think you still need to average those out, though, and see where we come.
Yeah. Well, we need to get some more guys here, you know, more of our
Okay.
team. Probably to taste them and put their
Yeah.
reviews down. And we'll see where it comes out.
Okay.
we're all pretty close.
But,
We are all within a quarter.
Yeah. Let's talk about this blind man's bluff a little bit.
Absolutely.
That's what you're kind of wanting me to do. What I did was, you know, my wife's two cousins and I bought a barrel, and we bottled that barrel, and so I ended up with like 80 some bottles of that to give away to my friends. It was a heck of a Christmas present for somebody, I think, if they enjoy it and appreciate it. But so I just wrote a little story.
I'd buy a bottle if you had a bottle.
No, you don't have to buy a bottle.
You sure?
No, absolutely
I
not.
like it. I really like it.
So I'm just going to read you what I write, because when I give a bottle away to somebody, I just send them this story.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
read it. Yeah.
So this is what I wrote. Blind Man's Bluff. The story of this straight rye whiskey. Frank Lacey, Randy Shearer, that's my wife's two cousins,
Okay.
and myself, Dean Bowman, needed something to do one Saturday, so we decided to go to Pine Bluff Distilling and pick out a barrel of whiskey. So the three of us picked out several barrels, each to sample, and several ounces were harvested from each of the barrels. That's one thing nice about Pine Bluff Distilling, is that they have a really good barrel pick program. Anybody who wants to buy a barrel of whiskey, come out there, and they'll go back through the whiskeys, the bourbons that are getting ready to harvest,
Yeah.
and you can sample a bunch of those, and you can buy a barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and you can put your own label on it, and make it yours.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so cool. So anyway, another fellow named Derek was in attendance and was invited to participate in the process, and he too picked out a barrel, and he picked out barrel 104, 10-4 being his dad's birthday, and that barrel was available. Number 104, 10-4. As we all sat around the table sampling, we all learned how to sample whiskey. First the smell, with the mouth open so the nose does not get a full blast. Smell several times and enjoy and search for different aromas. Then a very small sip to roll on the tongue. May burn a little, may not taste as expected, but this is prepping the tongue. Wait a little while and do it again. The third time is when you should start paying attention to the flavors that are within it. Everyone's palates are different and different flavors will pop out. Sipping whiskey moderately is enjoying whiskey. We then take notes on each barrel. Discussing the notes after all the sampling and sipping was done, barrel number 104 was the flavor all enjoyed. And that's the barrel that was picked by Derek. Derek was so excited for his barrel to be chosen. His one request was to have a blind man's cane on the label in memory of his dad, who was blind. On 10-4, Derek's dad's birthday, so it was October 4th, we harvested that barrel. It was then bottled with love and memories of Bradford Aaron Walls. 10/4/1944. And his death was 04/17/2004. Blind Man's Bluff seemed to be the appropriate name in memory of a blind man with whiskey from Pine Bluffs. So, enjoy it.
I like it. We've all had this bourbon before, but I
This
didn't.
is straight rye whiskey. No bourbon.
Well, correct, yeah.
Sorry.
Straight rye whiskey. Thanks for correcting me. It's a very, very good. Ain't nobody had it since we've been in doing the podcasts that was like, what is that? Everybody has accepted this whiskey very well in their mouth, and it is absolutely delicious.
The reason it was picked was because of there's so much caramel, butterscotch. I don't know what you get from it, but there was just so much different flavor in it that came out from that one barrel. It's crazy, just crazy to me how the same whiskey can be put into several different barrels, and each barrel tastes different. And that's why you have to go do samplings.
See, this is real close to the Horse Soldier in my opinion. However, this one burns a little bit more on the back of your tongue.
So this is only a little over a 4-year age.
Yeah. Yep.
On this
And
one.
you can clearly tell by the darkness of the Horse Soldier compared to the lightness of the Blind Man's Bluff that Horse Soldier is got
Gotta
a
be aged
few
well.
years on the Blind Man's Bluff. But
The
for
more-
a 4-year-old,
Yep. The more the whiskey ages, the smoother it gets. And here's the thing about the barrels, and most people don't probably realize this, but you know when a whiskey goes into the barrel, they're 53-gallon barrels, and I'm not exactly sure how much they put in each barrel. Not the full 53 gallons.
Right.
they have to leave room for expansion.
Yeah. And so in the atmosphere or the climate that we're in, Pine Bluffs Distilling feels that whiskey is pushed out into that oak
Yep.
and drawn back in.
Yep.
And pushed out and drawn back in. A lot more
Due to
atmospheric
the
pressure.
bariatric, the bariatric pressure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we feel like we're in a really good area for that. You know, and so every time that happens, some of that whiskey goes beyond the oak, which is called the Angel's Cut.
Yep.
And so it leaves the barrel.
Right.
So the longer whiskey is in a barrel,
Right.
it loses volume.
Yeah.
And so the longer it's in there, the less you get, but the smoother it is.
And the more expensive it gets.
And the more
That's
expensive
right.
it's
Yep.
going to be because you're going to get less bottles.
Right. And the better it tastes, the more value there is to it.
So,
Yeah.
so let me ask you, Dean. Do you know what the price if somebody were to buy a bottle? Not that it's for sale because it's your barrel, right? What would the price be on that there bottle?
So let's just take this to when I did that. We got 240 bottles out of that barrel.
Okay.
So roughly 80 bottles apiece. And we paid $35 a bottle for them. So that being said, that was the price when we did that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the current price is, because as you know, everything goes up.
Well, for sure.
But so you never know when you do a barrel pick out there and you pick a barrel. You really don't know what that's going to cost you because you don't know how many bottles you're going to get out of it when you bottle it. So it kind of depends on when it's bottled as to what you get price per bottle.
Okay.
But when you do a barrel pick,
I wouldn't have any trouble doubling 35 for that.
No, that's
Absolutely.
that's an easy $70 a bottle all day.
I would give that for that all day long.
Honestly, if you want me to be 100% honest, I would probably say that that's close to a $90 bottle.
if
To
you
be
put
fair.
it on a retail market,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So So there's the advantage of doing a barrel pick. If you want to do a barrel pick with Pine Bluffs Distilling and you have friends to give Christmas presents to,
Yep.
It's a reasonably priced Christmas present.
We could even go through and say thank you to Pine Bluffs Distilling because they let us.
We did a lot of podcasts.
We did a lot of podcasts out there. Yeah. When we first started that. Yeah.
So my heart is with them.
Yeah.
I've been with them since their beginning, and I actually go on the road and travel for them a little bit, and try to sell whiskey for them, promote whiskey for them to different stores and stuff, and even some bars.
Yep.
And I believe in them.
Yeah.
I'm a total believer in Pine Bluffs Distilling. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
they have a really good product. Several products, actually.
They sell out when they do some special releases and stuff like that, which be on the lookout.
Easy now.
They put it on Facebook.
Oh, that's true. They did, yeah.
That, CJ Box and Flo.
Yep.
The First Lady of Wyoming was out there was that 2 days ago?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I don't know how many barrels they picked.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But
something about a 5.5-year-old?
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see.
But they're going to do a release.
Within, we don't know when?
We know nothing.
We know absolutely nothing.
The First Lady of Wyoming, that's what Flo is.
Yep.
The First Lady of Wyoming and CJ Box, who is the author of Joe Pickett.
Yep.
The Wyoming Game Warden.
Yep.
If you've never read any of those or listened
we got a bottle of Joe Pickett right there.
We do have a bottle right here of Joe Pickett. This thing sold out. This is probably well sought after what's left.
Yep, probably. Yeah.
Because it sold out so fast.
Yep. I had a bottle.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it didn't last very long.
I tell you what, it's a bourbon. And it's gone. But so that was Joe Pickett. That's CJ Box's main character, Joe Pickett.
Yep.
And the next character that's probably the most well-known would be Nate Romanowski.
Mm-hmm.
And watch for that release when that happens.
Yeah.
Nate Romanowski was a 454 Casull nut.
Mm-hmm.
That was his gun. He carried in that.
Yep.
And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there will be a 454 Casull that will be raffled off at that release in Pine Bluffs Distilling.
Yep.
With Nate Romanowski.
Well, let's talk about what's coming up in the near future, the chili cook-off.
The chili cook-off's coming.
Yeah.
The chili cook-off. Let me see. You know when that is?
I don't remember the exact date.
Let me look here on my
However, there is something that will be raffled off there, if I remember correctly.
November 8th.
Yep.
Coming up, November 8th. If you guys want to do something that's fun,
Yep.
at the Pine Bluffs Distilling, there's going to be a chili cook-off. And at that chili cook-off, there's going to be a Rossi 454 Casull rifle raffled off. So that would be a pretty cool rifle to have.
I think it's $15 to...
Well, we don't know for sure.
Well, we don't know the exact amount to taste the chilies, but I think you said you're going to try to have a chili.
I'm going to try to put some chili together.
Yeah. I think maybe I'll have a chili or two in there.
Yeah, I don't know what time of the day that is, so watch for it. We'll try to maybe put some more on the podcast about that.
Yeah, we definitely could, yeah. Heck,
November
maybe we
8th.
could even film a little bit of it.
Put November 8th on your calendar.
That's right.
Come to the Pine Bluffs Distilling if you want to come taste a bunch of chili.
Yep.
and you'll be allowed to judge the chilies that are there.
Absolutely.
And there'll be some interesting chilies there. There might even be some with corn in it and potatoes and...
You never know. You never know.
A little bit of coyote, a little bit of badger.
Yeah. Definitely
maybe
not.
some rattlesnake.
Definitely not smoked brisket, I'll tell you that much.
But they're very, very interesting chilies.
Yeah.
We'll be there at the Pine Bluffs Distilling, so make sure you put that on your calendar.
Absolutely.
Come to that
so
chili cook-off.
Should we drink this and rate it, Dean? Do you want to do that, or do you want to leave it off?
Well, it's going to be top of the I'll probably give it a 10. You know, it's my pick.
Man, well, that's true. You're biased, yeah.
I'm pretty biased.
Maybe we shouldn't let you vote on it then.
Right? Yeah. You know, I shouldn't be.
No, that ain't fair. If you like it, you like it.
That's right, yeah.
No, but you know, I picked this barrel,
Yeah.
but that's not saying there's not going to be better.
This is, yeah, but how long is it going to take to find that better?
Well, I need to go back out there and sample a bunch more barrels.
Ooh, you going to buy another barrel?
Well, this one's running out. I don't know that I would say I like to make friends, but I have friends.
Yeah.
I consider them my friends. They might not consider me their friend, but I enjoy, you know, giving it away,
Yeah.
and
I got that.
and I hope people enjoy it as much as I do.
Yeah.
But when this one runs out, yeah, I'm going to buy another barrel.
I like it. Heck yeah.
You know, maybe we should do a God, Guns, and Glencairns barrel.
That would be cool. That would be cool to have a label of God, Guns, and Glencairns on a bottle of whiskey. That would be awesome.
It's something we could do.
Yeah, that's something that'd be pretty cool.
I've always been a favorite. My rye whiskey has always been my favorite.
See, and I've had to work myself into rye.
Yeah,
I was never rye.
yeah.
And then all
So
of a sudden it's
you know, there's triticale out there,
Yeah.
and I don't know that it's aged long enough to be good yet,
Mm.
but it's working on it. You know, and Chad doesn't think so. Chad, he's the CEO of Pine Bluff Distilling, and I keep talking to him about that triticale whiskey, and he's like, "Well, I don't know, you know, but it's different."
Yeah.
So triticale, if nobody knows what triticale is a hybrid grain, rye and wheat, kind of mixed together, grafted together somehow, and so it's going to have its own unique little flavor.
Yeah.
But something we could sample,
Oh, for sure.
and you know they do an oat whiskey
Yep.
out there. How many people do oat whiskeys? How many distilleries do oats?
That was one of my favorites.
I don't know.
It's sold out.
I've got 2 bottles at home that are still corked.
Do
Never
you?
been opened.
You know,
That's one that we haven't been able to review on the channel yet is the oat whiskey.
Well, that's because we don't have any.
Exactly.
But
Yep.
Brian does.
Yeah.
But that's going to be released in 2026 again.
Yeah. That's
whiskey.
what I hear, yeah. I don't know when in 2026.
Right. I don't either. But that will be aged to 4 years plus when it's released, and so it's coming.
Yep.
You know, and
And
that
that's,
could.
that's another thing with the oats. There's so many different flavors of oat,
Mm-hmm.
almost like the barrel itself.
Yeah.
Oats have so much from crop to crop, from
Yeah.
from field to field.
Yep.
They'll have a different taste. So
Yep.
You know, the straight rye whiskey has a little bit of oat in it, and you know that straight rye whiskey at Pine Bluff Distilling has won 4 gold medals and a platinum.
It's one of my favorites, yeah.
Well, it's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And that oats, I don't know if that's what did it for him, but had to be play a big part in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty excited
you
for
might be
this.
giving away a secret.
I should shut up, shouldn't I?
Should I delete that?
Absolutely not. People are going to be so excited about what is oats in whiskey, you know, and they're going to be searching out. So you can buy Pine Bluff Distilling online.
Yep.
Get on the Pine Bluff Distilling website, and you can purchase it. I don't know if they can ship to every state,
It's pretty close.
but most. And you can order Pine Bluff Distilling whiskey and have it shipped to your doorstep.
Yep. Yep.
So do that. And watch for the oat whiskey, because you never know, it might have a God, Guns,
That's
and
right.
Glencairns label on
There
it.
might be one coming up. By the sounds of it. Yeah.
But anyway, What was we supposed to be doing?
Rating this here whiskey.
Yeah, you told the story. Now we're doing
We're tangenting for a while. It's all right.
And I don't know whether I poured less or I'm drinking more.
You poured less.
Did I?
Yep.
Well, here.
Man, I feel like
You got it. You got the bottle out there. We've had a wonderful evening tonight.
We have, yeah.
With I think our warm up whiskey was Blind Man's Bluff.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have a pretty.
We
good
should
review
have a
on
very
that.
good review. Yes.
I had a lot of people sample that barrel. You know, when we did that, we sampled the barrel, and then we wanted it to get over 4-year age.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 3.5 when we first sampled it, and then every time we would go out there, we'd have a group of people, and they would be like,
Sample it again.
Hey, Dean, can we sample your barrel? You know, so we'd go back there and pull the old nail
Yep.
out of the barrel, and we'd give everybody a sample, and they're like, "Wow, you're really onto something here," and we think you did a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
I tell you what, let me throw this out there. If you want to come out to Pine Bluffs Distilling November 8th, you will see me and Dean there. If you're listening to the podcast, jump on up there, come introduce yourself. We'll shake your hand. Any time we get to meet somebody is a good time.
I would love to meet people that, you know, are following us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure Jared will be there. I'm sure we could probably even get Rich to come out.
Rich is a little under the weather tonight.
Yep.
We need to pray for him that he would get well.
Yep.
Jared's gone hunting.
Yep. Mitch has gone hunting.
Mitch has gone hunting.
Mitch will be there for sure. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Mitch actually works for Pine Bluffs
He
Distilling.
does, yep.
Jared, you just as well say he works there. He's there all the
I think he just lives there.
And there's nothing that goes to waste
No.
at Pine Bluffs Distilling. I'll
Nope.
tell you that right now. There's you know, everything that comes off of that. When they do the distilling, they have what they call the mash tun.
Yep.
And which makes the grains and stuff into kind of a beer, but there's still a lot of grain, and it has to be gotten rid of. You know, and when that is separated off, Jared is one of them that takes a lot of that and takes it out to his ranch.
Cattle. Yeah.
And feeds it to his cattle, and you know, there's a big old cleaner. If you want to see the biggest grain cleaner in Laramie County, come to Pine Bluffs Distilling.
Yep.
They'll have that there. We can go show you that thing.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah,
the
Dean will
grain-
give you a tour.
All the grain that goes that is used in this whiskey goes through that cleaner, and it separates off all the junk. And I take that junk and feed it to my chickens.
Yep.
And so there's nothing that comes out of Pine Bluffs Distilling goes to waste. A pretty neat operation. But
I don't know where to go with that one.
Really?
Yeah.
well, I just kind of threw it in between a couple others. I tell you what, you know, this is getting pretty tough. This.
It's kind of sad. We're running out of room on the top side. Somebody's got to start bringing.
You're going to have to go to a lot of
Somebody's
decimals.
got to start bringing some cheap ass whiskey in
You know,
here.
I'm pretty excited to get into this Bowman Brothers stuff here. So my last name's Bowman, and you know, and I see this whiskey out there, and I'm like, who are these Bowman guys? And so I'm kind of excited to tap into that stuff. So that's going to happen pretty quick.
Yeah. Do you want to do? Well, let's lay this out next week. Do you want to do Bowman Brothers or John Rich's?
I think we should do John Rich's and get him out of the way. Did you bring that one, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
So if we do him, then we can do Bowman Brothers for 2 weeks in a row. And
Really cool thing about John Rich is he's a very, very devout Christian.
Yep, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Which I've been wanting to try his whiskey since
so you've not tried this yet?
I've never had a drink of it.
Cool.
But I've seen the bottle several times, and it's cheap whiskey, so you got to be scared a little bit. So I don't know what we're
next
gonna
week.
get.
Next week we'll do John Rich.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're selling it because it's patriotic and all that, but I think they're selling a lot of it. Oh, yeah, this is getting tougher. I don't have much room. We might have to up our scale to like 12 or something at some point.
Shouldn't have went 1 through 10. Should have went 1 through 100.
Which one's which, Dean? Which one's the deer? Which one's the moose?
This is deer. That's moose.
Moose has way more flavor to it.
Yeah, you can tell the difference in
Moose
the
is
color.
my favorite meat.
Moose is good. I like caribou better, but you can starve to death eating caribou.
Yeah, there's like the protein or something
Yeah,
is
there's-
very low.
When they eat caribou in Alaska, they mix it with seal fat and whale fat.
Oh, really? Wow. You said you can starve if you just eat caribou.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that was one of my best hunts, though.
Oh, I'd die to go caribou hunting again. That was so
You know,
much
I think
fun.
it's changed a lot, though. I think something's happening with the caribou up there, that they're like disappearing or something. I don't know what the deal is, but they, you know,
So
when we
many
went
of
up there, we could hunt 2 caribou apiece.
How long
And
ago was that? Because I could do 5.
that was in 2000.
I could do 5 when I went up there.
When did you go?
1998.
I can't remember. Non-residents could shoot 5 total. Residents could shoot 5 a day. Now, maybe that's what happened. Residents.
So when I went up there, we
'cause
could shoot 2,
There was 7 of us in camp.
and
there.
residents could shoot 8.
So yeah, I can't remember when that was. When I'm trying to think.
My roof isn't tall enough to put my caribou in here.
Yeah, they take up a lot of room. I got 2 of them in my house.
It would hang down still 2 foot below my rafter there.
So the deer must be mule deer.
Mule deer.
Yeah. I can, yeah.
You can't tell that, taste that sweet corn.
No.
Whitetail.
Nope. Also, I've noticed mule deer meat is drier. Like the moose one is
That doesn't look very good. I give that 3 7s.
Change,
I never
change to 7, 7, 8.
even thought about
Put
it.
7, 7, 8.
I went to pass it out and like, no, I shouldn't. That's not right. Oh, I think that was your pen.
Well, it might have been. I lose more pens.
Oh. Carpenter pencils are my thing.
I'm gonna have to go have the wife update that.
That's
thing.
why I have like 8,000 carpenter pencils still from when I did construction, because I'd buy them by the boxes because I'd use one and lay it down or put it inside of a rafter and nail it in. It's like, well, there's going another carpenter pencil. And they used to give them to me at Menards when I had my construction account up there. They just handed me a box of carpenter pencils once a month, and because I think some of my guys were eating them the way they went through them. They'll take it home, letting their kids take them to school.
Well, does somebody want to pray us out of here?
Who wants to pray?
I will. Dear Lord, we thank you for this night. We thank you that even though it's just the 3 of us, it means the world to all of us that we can be here. Those that aren't here are in our thoughts and our prayers. We got some that are sick, some that are gone hunting, some that I don't know, I guess some that their wives are working, they have kids at home. Have to think about all them not being able to be here and enjoy this like we're enjoying it. Enjoy the time together. We thank you for that. We thank you for bringing us all together, and we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for Dean's heart and his obedience to what he feels you're calling him to do here. We thank you for the time that you give us here. and that we're allowed to do it, that we're allowed to speak your word, we're allowed to study your word, because that's a lot of people don't get the chance to do that, not allowed to do that. We just thank you that we're allowed to. Thank you for this time together. We thank you for the sponsors. We thank you for all of our viewers. And we pray that you would grow us into a nation that would make you proud. That we can reach out to so many and tell them our love for you and what you've done for us and how simple it is. It's not a complicated thing. Lord, once again, we thank you for this time together, the fellowship before, the fellowship after. And we thank you for your word. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.